All right, we're going to start with all the mice first, and all of them are kind of a brownish mouse. None of them are gray, that I can tell. So I'm going to go in with some ivory and then maybe or maybe not the ochre, sienna, and walnut brown. They're not very big, so I mean, trying to get all these colors in here is going to be a trick. One of those has got just a little too much blue in his nose here. Make sure everybody looks like they're supposed to. So in with the ivory first, and anywhere that they need to have some kind of a highlight. You're barely going to see this color, but it's going to lighten whatever other color is going to go on top. So we just kind of, our light is coming from here for some reason, so we're going to just use that as where we lighten everybody, and we're going to lighten the kitty cat too. Something like that. Okay, did we get everybody? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 mice, by the way. And I have to keep that in mind while I'm doing this. This is the burnt sienna. So we're going to add a little brown. This may be the only other color we put in. Like I said, they're not very big. She's got a little hat. He's our biggest guy. He has feet, but he doesn't have hands, and that's kind of shaded, so you're not even going to see it. This little guy. I'll do the kitty. Oh, Jiminy Crickets, they are small. Do, 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 do. There we go. Kitty cat. What does his tail do? Who knows? He's a fluffy kitty. Okay. Just gonna blend that in. Don't even know why I bother over there. Tiny bit of the walnut, just to darken some areas. Okay. All right, let's do clothing. This little guy has got a green or a yellow hat, so we're going to throw a yellow hat on him. It's probably the most amount of clothes we're going to be able to catch. We'll have some shadowing there, and we'll bring in a brighter yellow over on this side. His shirt is blue, which was going to blend basically right in, and you really can't even see his pants because this is really dark down here. I didn't make it as dark. One, my hand was killing me, so I mean, it got dark-ish. There we go. All right. They're going to be tiny little things so they can have a tiny bit of color, and then I'll just kind of go over with a darker color before I do these flowers. She has a red skirt, so we'll just bring in 2 reds. First go in with some purple pink. Yeah, her apron is a little white. There's a little pink up there, but you're not going to see it. This here is Madder. Yeah, I don't know about their noses. Her apron. The tiny bit of shadowing in there. Okay. Oh boy. Really can't tell what he's wearing. I mean, these guys are really tiny. It kind of looks maybe like a brown coat and a brown hat. So he has a little coat. There we go. I think hers can be just a little redder. All right. This one over here, she's wearing a little blue skirt. Little blue top and probably a little blue hat. This one's a sharp pencil. And it's a little white apron. So pull some of that blue up and give it a shadow. Okay, dude in front of her. Give him a red hat. And red down here, and then beige everywhere else because I can't tell what he is wearing. This little dude here has got a green shirt. This is the earth green. And then we'll bring in some, that's not green. Gotta find a green pencil. Where are you? Some deep cobalt green. Here we go. See you have a hat? We're going to give him a green hat. And his pants, he's not wearing pants, so that's his fur. So we'll stick some brown fur on that. And his little feet. This guy is wearing a purple jacket. And we're going to give him a purple hat. And I just assume that he's furry down here too. Maybe he was furry too. Darken the underside of that there on the kitty. Okay. Everybody has pink in their ears, so we're going to use the dark flesh. And if you can see their ears, that's what we're going to put in there. I don't know if she's got an ear over there. His are hidden by his hat. Hers are probably under her hat, and he gets a little. Okay. And let's see, eyeballs. They all have really tiny little eyes. Yep. And we'll see if I can't get my pen to work here. Come on. I don't think I'll do this off camera to get it to work. Hold on. Okay, like in here, there's a mess of leaves, and we don't really need to see them all. So I'm going to darken those up. In between those. Okay, then we'll just go back in with the lighter of the two greens. Bring some of that up. To get glue down in there, close that cap right in here. Just gonna darken out whatever that is. You can also use this to shade in your green. We have some grass that comes out of the water here. Want to make sure that gets in there too. Some grass over here in this flower area. And we can make that a bush. And then throw some grass in there. You can use the dark colors to do that. Just play around with it that way, between the light and the dark. All right. Sure those are kept. Clunkety, 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 clunk. White Posca. Make sure it works. You can give me a hassle, aren't you? Okay, each one of these is like a little star, so we're going to put a little white Posca on those. She's a lot of little sparkles on her. And then some of them spill out and over. So we're going to throw a little up here. We can put some of those down here because we're going to be working up on these in a minute. Then we're going to do her ruffle down here. We still have to do his flowers. His flowers are purple. We have two purples here. We have the light violet purple. And the dark purple. Okay. Gonna make our shadows a little deeper underneath all our mice. And our kitty cat. Okay, they'll look like they're sitting on something. Up here into, oh no, we have to do our little shoe. I forgot the shoe. This is our white. We have to put a sparkle on our shoe. Get a nice sparkle, maybe some little glitter on there. Okay, if you want to, you can also take this one and go around your flowers a little bit just to soften up their look. Crisp up their points if you want to. All right, going up this way. Our green pens again. We're going to make the ivy like we did over here, just a bunch of little dots, and I got 3 colors because we need a bright side here. So it's our dark, medium, and our bright kind of yellowish green color. So if I can uncap that, we'll take our yellowish green and put it over here by the pink. And we're kind of following a leafy type pattern. Long ovals with points on them. There's a little more detail on this side than it is over on the castle, so kind of want to make them look a little like leaves. They go up that way, and this one goes up this way. We'll throw a few of these in the middle. Not much. Okay, and then on this one, nice bright look. Go in with the medium one. No, we'll go in with the dark one. We've got to make the vine part. So we're just going to draw in a vine. Turn down here. Okay, then we'll throw in a few of these colored leaves too. If you can see all the way up there. Okay, then we get the medium color. And kind of fill in the other areas. Okay, then we're going to get out a piece of plastic and a sponge, if I can find them. Piece of plastic, those, and sponge, sponge. Sponge, okay, sorry. I have the sponge on a tweezers. What are these called? Okay, we're going to put the color down on the mat. Just scribble it down. Pick it up on the sponge, not on the pens. And then we're going to tap it in here just to, might have to get it a little wet. Blur that up a little bit. Let's get some more down. using the dark one, I'm using the medium one. Okay. Here we go. Didn't want to get it all over my fingers this time, but I think I might have to. Gonna go in with the dark one. All right. Gonna let that dry and then we'll highlight it with a little bit of the lighter color. It won't take that long to dry, so I'll get this one going. Just a touch of it here and there. I'm going to bring some of that down in here. Just highlight here and there. Okay, we have a mound of leaves that we have to do up here, which is not going to be fun. But I'm going to take my black pen. I have to let that all dry. Move this stuff out of my way so I don't get my hand in everything. So this is the black brush tip pen, and I'm going to basically do that over this whole area. Up to this point here, we have a branch that shows up in here, so we'll tap in the branch. And it goes somewhere up here. So we'll just kind of bring it up and pretend it goes over here and add some more branches coming out. I'm making this part all up. There are no lines here for this. I'm just putting some in. I have to have a branch here for all these leaves. The leaves just can't appear, so we have to have something. So I'll put another one here. And it'll go in there somewhere, maybe attached to that thing. Okay, so now we have some branches. And all these like little specks that you see here are the highlighted pieces of the leaves. So when we're putting in leaves, we can either avoid those or use those as a guide. They'll just be lighter leaves than the ones I'm putting in. So we kind of go at one angle and then turn it to go to another angle. Make some bigger, some smaller. There's another branch that comes out over here. Exciting as all get out, huh? This is our base layer. You do want to keep those leaves moving. You don't want them all going in one direction. Have some fall down. Drip off the tree, point up from the tree. It's just a growing habit of the leaves. And my kitty. And we have to go all the way up. I just kind of rock my hand back and forth, so tap, 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 then add it in. Make it thicker in some spots, thinner in others. Okay, well there's some in here. You can put it down. I don't know if that will really show up. It might a little bit. So you can put some in. Want a few coming down, but we don't want it too close to them because it's a really dark black. I'll put some on this branch over here. The top of this should be darker. Be a little darker in this area. darker there. Okay. Now the fun stuff, we're going to put color in that. So one of these trees is purple. One of these trees has kind of got a more pink color to it. And guessed it, how are we going to do it? We're going to sponge it in. So I assume we're bringing the pink that we have down here in the flowers up here. So I'm going to use the same colors. So pink and purple. So I just push down on the tip of this and it brings out a little bit more of the pink color out. So we have an easier dipping in here. This is going to have just a touch of green in it too. So, and we'll just plop down some purple. Pull it out. Switch it in between. Turn your little sponge around here and there so you get different texture going down. So we'll make that one the purple. Yep. And we'll add a little bit more of a different color purple. Come on. Let's see how that does. Just going to put a touch of water on that. Okay, and then we'll throw in a little white in that too. Try a different white. There we go. There we go. We're getting a flowering area there. Let's see if I can't pick up some of that white. A little bit of pink in that. Just add it in there. Okay. This is supposed to come all the way down. I'm thinking I'm going to need to put more color in there. I'm going to go up to the top, then we're going to put the pink up in here. So it's just a pink Posca. And just dab some pink in here. Pink goes across here. Put some in here. Okay, we're just going to continue doing this back and forth, and I probably will throw in a little more black up there. Break up some of these. Until I think it looks good. So we're just going to keep playing with that. Don't get too close. But we can always re-highlight his hair. This needs to be darker down here. And then go back in and dot in some more color. Back and forth, back and forth. Let's see. Could do some white. I'm gonna get another sponge here. Use my fingers. Yep, let's see, some more purple. You can also go in and add little leaves if you like, into the spots you like. Pink up there, we'll have to use a pink pen. Light pink. Just lightly putting it in. giving it a smush. Okay, I'm gonna have to put a little more black in there. It's supposed to be dark. Okay, then we're going to throw in some pencil. We're almost done. Going to darken up some of those areas and maybe just give it a little more definition there. Just anywhere you want to tone it down a little. We're going to bring a little white pencil. And like I did up here, I just added some white lines to this branch. We're going to pretend there's a branch here. Let's see, which way should we bring it down? Because it's holding this. We made a branch that came across, so we can bring it up this way. Heck, let's connect it to that one. And a branch coming down that way to do that little fluffle. The branch come in here. This branch comes over. Bring some of those through there. That's good enough for me for right now. I am going to be playing with that. But for right now, that's what we got there. We got to work on these little guys, and then I can just play around with that tree. Teal. These pillar guys. We're going to bring in this kind of color, and we're going to go up one side, kind of give it its little, I don't know what this is, top to it. So we're just going to add this in. They kind of look like that. All of them. This one's not going to be as easy to see because it's going to be in the tree. Something like that. We will definitely shade those in. We can add a little of that color over in here too. There we go. Needs a little break up right there. Alright, we need just a little bit more of that tree color coming down. What did I do with this lid? So we're going to, I think the pink would be good. And use both pinks. And we'll just add some up here. Right over that branch, but still see the branch. There. We'll go back in with the black in there and fix that up a little bit. It's got to dry a touch. I think they have some roses down here. Oh boy, we can get a little of that pink and Put some roses down there. Add a little white into that pink I had. Just put a little rose bushes down here. And maybe we'll throw some greenery in that one. Supposed to be a bush. So we gotta throw some green in there. Can be growing through the ironwork there. Throw a little dark green in there too. We'll go in with some of the deep cobalt. And a little pink up there can get shadowed. Okay. Just checking, see if there's anything else I need to do. Oh, I do know what I need to do. Hold on. Okay, what I have to do now is put up the stars. And I think we're just about done, other than I want to shade this a little bit more down here. But we have the North Star up here, which was nicely put in for us. Let me move the camera a little bit so you can see that. But we also have to put in the star to the right. Don't know if you know the story of the stars. The North Star is the gateway into Peter Pan's Never Never Land, along with the land of fairies. So you would go past the clock to the North Star and the star to the right. The star to the right is in the fairy tale The Princess and the Frog, and there's a little firefly in that movie. His name is Ray, and he always looks up to the star, the North Star, and he named the North Star Evangeline, and he's in love with that star, and he's always wished to be with her. And in the movie he does get to go up and be with her, and is the star on the right. So am I looking at the page? I'm going to put him right here. So he gets to spend the rest of his time with her. And then I have to add in a whole bunch of little stars up here too. I thought about flicking it with the white paint so I wouldn't have to spend a whole lot of time, but I wanted to make sure I got that star where it needs to be. Okay, the rest of this, I just want to deepen some areas and bring them up. So that's just kind of playing around with the little bits that I have left. So like these mountains should be darker here and lighter going upward. I want to darken this area here just a little bit more, like this is darkened. We put our little sparkles on her. So she has swish and a little sparkle on her shoe. Brighten those up a little bit. Still have a little tiny bit of work I want to do on these, just to give them some color. Just a little bit of blue. I'm going to use this same blue to darken the other area up here. So I'm just going to take it and we're going to go in between all this and just darken that up. You may be going, why? Because it's bothering me. Needed to be a little darker there. Okay, it's not much, but it does a little bit for me there. And the green I want to darken just in this area here. So we're just going to take in, this is the deep cobalt green. And darken in there. Okay, we'll take a little dark blue, the same blue we used up there, and we're going to go in between these little flowers. Go. Yep. So we're going to add a few more stars up there. I'm going to get out some white paint and I'll be right back. Okay. Folk Art. Ooh, what is it called? Titanium white paint. Just going to put a little dab right there. Not much because you don't need a whole bunch. Take a little water. Put it right next door. Not much. Don't need a whole bunch. Wet your brush. And get some of this white paint. Load up the brush. Cover any areas that you don't want to be touched by the paint, and we're just going to tap it. I go at it very gently because, one, I don't want it all over my desk. Two, we don't want it all over everything. We just want it up in the sky. That's it. Got our stars. Now we can take a little of this and put a little, I want to make sure I don't have too much down here in her sparkle. And we can do the same thing over here in Cinderella's sparkle. There. Oh heck, why not around her shoe? Oops, may not have been a good idea. Just put a little sparkle around there. You can always chip this out because when it dries, you can chip it out. There we go. Need a place to put the paintbrush so it doesn't roll. If you saw my desk, you know why I said that. Okay. So there we go. What I'm going to do is take a picture and show you what it looks like without all the lights on. And that will be it. I mean, you could put stickles on here. I don't want to. I want to leave it without any big sparkles. I just think it turned out really cool. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. I mean, I know I'm sorry it was so long, but we are done. I'm happy with it. So I will see you in the next one. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching again. Take care, everyone. Bye now.